This video is about glyphs for beginners. So here I am in defont.com. I have 7 different fonts that I want to show you that have glyphs or swooshes, tails, whatever you call them. I will also be showing you how to download these fonts and upload them to Cricut Design Space. So here is the first font. It is the Patrick Pretty font. I'm going to scroll down so you can see what those glyphs look like. So you can see those swooshes or tails at the beginning and at the end of those letters. This one also comes with hearts at the end. So I know a lot of people love those hearts too. So this is definitely a font to download if you want. Gonna click over to the next font, which is the Monday Scary font. Gonna scroll down so you can see what those glyphs look like on this font. So here, this one only has a few glyphs or swooshes for certain letters, so you can see what those look like. Moving on to the Luna Love font. Gonna scroll down so you can see what those fonts or those glyphs look like. So again, you have some of those swooshes at the beginning of those letters, also at the end of those letters. This one also has the hearts for individual letters, so you can see what that looks like. Moving on to the Love's Story, gonna scroll down so you can see what those swooshes look like. Again, you have those swooshes at the beginning, at the end of those letters. Also have some hearts for individual letters too. I'm going to move over to the Mavera font, scroll down, and this one has those glyphs or swooshes at the bottom, at the top, on the left, and the right. So you have lots of different options when it comes to using this font. I would say this one is probably for like wedding type material. So yeah, definitely a pretty cool font for you all to check out. Gonna move over to the Ashley Sue theme font and scroll down so you can see what those glyphs look like. Okay, so you have the glyphs at the front of the letters, also at the back of the letters. So yeah, that's that one. And then we also have the font that I love most, the I Love Glitter font. Gonna scroll down so you can see what those glyphs look like. So on this view, you can see, all the hearts, all the individual, glyphs. You can see just about everything. This is one of my favorite fonts. I've already downloaded this one before. I will say that I love using this font for whenever I'm using HTV, not so much adhesive vinyl. And if you're trying to download the font or you're trying to look at all the different glyphs for individual font, this is the screen that you may end up landing on. But if you want to see the view that I just showed you a few seconds ago, you would click on the View All Glyphs in the top right corner. They also have it down at the bottom left corner as well. So when you click on View All Glyphs, it'll take you to this page and you have to give it a second to load up here. But then that's when you can see basically all 492 of those glyphs that are available. So now I'm going to hop over to the Love's Story fonts. I'm going to download it, show you all how to download it and bring it over into Cricut Design Space. So I am using a Mac computer. They do have instructions for how to do this on a Windows computer as well. Going to show you first how to do this on my Mac computer. So I'll go over to the right and click on the download button. From there, it's going to open up a box and ask me where I want to save this project. I'll just click to save it here in my downloads. It gives me this pop-up box in my Chrome window. I can also go over to my Finder and just double click on that folder to open it up. And for a Mac computer, it actually creates a new folder for you. If you're using a Windows computer, you would basically click on the zip folder. You would right click on it and then click extract all, and it's going to create a new folder for you too. Once you open that folder, you can see a few different things. You can see the license agreement. You can see who the creator is, their contact information, their contact email typically is included in here. And it looks like you can also find their products on Creative Market as well. So if you already subscribe to Creative Market, you can find more fonts from this author there. Okay, and for this folder or for this design, for this font, they have 2 different font types. They have an OTF and they also have a TTF. I'm just going to choose the OTF. There's no particular reason why. So I'm going to click on that folder. And then here in the bottom right, I'm going to click on Install. From there, that's about all that I need to do. So this is basically like my font library right here. I think when you're using a Windows computer, it says like character map or something like that. I'm gonna hop over to defont.com really quickly, and they do provide instructions on how to install those fonts. So I'm going to go up top and click on FAQ. And then it's going to show you one of the first things is how to install the font under Windows. Here you can see what those instructions are. Um, Again, right click and then click install or extract all. So they have instructions. They also have instructions for the Mac computer, like I just showed you. So if you don't know how to do it, come here and look. I also have another video showing you how to do it as well. I'll link that down below so that you all can take a look at that. So now what I'll do is to open up Cricut Design Space. And remember, my font that I use is Love's Story. So let me just go back so I can make sure. Yeah, so Love Story is the font. So I'm going to go to Cricut Design Space and I'm going to start, or just go to my canvas. And from there, my canvas should pop up and Cricut Design Space is moving a little bit slow. You know, they always have updates going on. So I'll click on the text tool. Okay, so here's my text. Gonna type in Love's Story. Okay, from here, I'm gonna go up to the font. And I'm gonna click on system because these are all the different fonts that are on my computer system. I'm gonna type in loves and see what pops up. You can see that love story font here. So this is what that looks like right off the bat. Now, in order to get those glyphs, you have to open your font book. If you're on a Mac, if you're on a Windows computer, you have to open your character map. So I'm gonna click on that to open it up. In the search box, I'm just gonna type search for that font, love story. And you can see that font right here. So I'm going to double click on it to open it up. And here you can see a preview. You can see all the individual glyphs and things like that as well. So I'm going to click on this Y and then click copy, come back over to Cricut Design Space. Actually going to get rid of that Y and paste in that Y. So what I did was to copy. So you can do Command C or Control C on your computer keyboard. You can also, to paste it, you can do Command V or Control V to paste it. So I'm going to see if there's an L that has a glyph at the front of it. So I will choose, so it doesn't look like there's an L with a glyph in the front, which is okay. I think this looks good how it is right now. But basically that's the Loves Glitter font. Gonna change this font to the glitter, the I Love Glitter font, which is already installed for me. So this is the I Love Glitter font that's already installed for me. As you can see, that Y ended up turning into a rectangle because that character is not part of the I Love Glitter. So what I'll do now is to go back over to my font book and type in glitter so I can search for that font, or let me just go back. So I'm going to click on all fonts again, and then I'm going to search for glitter. So this is the I Love Glitter. I'm just going to double click on it to open it up. And so for this one, I'm just going to click on this heart and click copy. Okay, then I'm going to go back over to Cricut Design Space and going to remove that space and then do Control V to paste in that heart. You can also use, at the top, you can edit and then paste, edit, copy, all of that too. So then I'm going to go and find a Y. So I'll go back over to the font book and then I'm going to find a Y that has a glyph at the end. Or if you wanted to, you could just do a Y at the end and then just add a glyph, some other glyph to the end. So let's say I wanted to use like the 3 glyphs. So I'll copy that, come back over here, paste it. And if I wanted to paste it at the beginning, I would just do it like that too. So you can see what that looks like. So let me know down below which of these 7 fonts were your favorite, or if you have different fonts that have glyphs that are your favorite, leave them down below because I would love to see them. If you have questions or comments, leave them down below. And as always, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.